Tristan Nightmare Ariola, and you're watching Mission Boxing Today on YouTube.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? I really think Dominic Breazeale is going to come into this fight and try to be the aggressor right out the gate. Just listening to some of his interviews, he's always a confident guy. Every interview I've ever heard him on, he's been very confident. Even going into the Joshua fight, going into this fight, going into all his fights. So I wouldn't say he's being overconfident, but I think, because in that Joshua fight, he made it a point not to go out the way Charles Martin went out, as far as seeming as if that he had more to give, and he was going to have to be beaten up that night, which he did, what I'm saying? But he showed effort. He did get up off the canvas. He did try to fight back to the best of his ability on Fight Night against AJ. And I think that he really wants to make a big splash on this card, especially as televised. Wilder's fighting on the, main event. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's trying to make a good impression on national television, and he's going to be aggressive. He was aggressive against Mansour. He's the type of guy that wants to get that jab right hand on you, jab right hand. But the fighter that he's facing in Izu Ugonoh, he likes to throw that same type of combination, that jab right hand. I think just Ugonoh's, though, his jab, he doubles it up. It's faster, it's quicker. It gets to point A to point B a lot faster than Dominic Breazeale's. And Ugonoh is a good body puncher, especially for a taller heavyweight. He's probably one of the better body punchers, tall guys that I've seen at the division, as far as these new set of fighters. You know what I mean? So I think he also has that on his side too, Ugonoh. But this is going to be a good fight, man. Just because I think Breazeale's going to really come out and press the action. And Ugonoh, I mean, if you're not careful, man, you're coming in there, standing straight up and being a big target like that. Ugonoh, he has a tendency sometimes, they list him. I can't wait to see how he matches up when they go face to face to see the size differential, because I've heard Ugonoh be listed at 6'3", 6'4", and 6'5". I think his Wikipedia page and his BoxRec page shows like two different heights, anywhere from 6'3" to all the way up to 6'5". So it's only 2 inches, but still, I just want to see what he looks like when they stand next to each other. You know what I mean? So, and they list him with his reach at 84 inches. He uses that jab well, and I think his jab right hand just faster, quicker, looks more powerful. Especially that right hand that Ugonoh hit Will Corey with. Jeez, man, he put that dude to sleep. That was a nasty knockout, man. But I think Breazeale's going to be aggressive, man. I think it's going to come down to who lands first and who lands more often. Simple as that. I think it's just as simple as that. If Breazeale start going backwards, unless he's worked on something that we've never seen before, which is trying to play shots off the back foot to land, some power shots and walk Ugonoh into some punches, I expect him to come forward and be aggressive and try to be physical. He's a former football player, so he's going to bring that physicality and that toughness, that mental toughness to the ring. But technically and skill-wise, I just don't see how he can win this fight. He has been in with the tougher opposition, right? He's fought Mir Mansour and obviously Anthony Joshua. Ugonoh, but I just think he's the more talented of the two fighters. But I don't know, man. When it comes to just, determination and heart and, showing that type of thing, Breazeale is right there. That's one thing that I will say that he does possess. But Ugonoh, I guess we'll see if the fight gets taken to the trenches and they get turned into a battle of attrition, man. If it turns into a dog fight, does he have that dog in him? And I guess, we'll see. But I think that's what Breazeale's going to try to do. I don't think he's going to try to win this on style points. I think he's going to try to land some heavy right hands. You know what I mean? But that's going to leave him open to get hit too. you know, because he wants to. He isn't the most defensive guy. He is there to be hit. He's the man's 6'7", 260 pounds. You know, there's a lot of him to hit. So Ugonoh, man, he has a tendency sometimes to where, you know, he's a taller fighter, but he kind of fights out of that style where he's bobbing his head and, you know, he's pumping that jab. He can he works you to the body really well because he knows how to, you know, bend at his knees, and he knows how to shift and bend down and shift side to side with body shots. Sometimes he likes to bring that right hand when he has his, you know, when he's crouching down a little bit, he can make himself a little bit shorter. And I can just see him placing a right hand over the top on Breazeale when Breazeale thinking he's going to his body or something. Just setting it up. You know what I mean? He can set up that right hand, but going to be a good fight, man. It's going to be a good fight. Some people think Breazeale's actually going to win. They think they're going to turn Ugonoh upside down, man. Shake him for all his change. You know what I mean? See what does he really have in his toolbox. You know what I mean? Does he really have the jab? Is the jab going to fall out? Is the right hand, how good is his foot movement against a big guy? Although he has been in there with Julius Long. Julius Long is much taller and weighs more than Dominic Breazeale. What, Julius Long is about 7 feet tall, 300 pounds, I think, 290 pounds. So, and Long tried everything in that one. He was trying to intimidate Ugonoh when they were doing the introduction, sticking his tongue out. It was crazy. That face-off in the middle of the ring was crazy. But Ugonoh handled that well, you know. He didn't fall apart. He didn't get rattled. He didn't get nervous or didn't know what to do because of the size or the antics. You know, he fought a disciplined fight. He was patient in that fight, did what he had to do. Kept a tight defense for the most part. Picked up the decision. So, but I think Breazeale is more willing to go out on his shield and try to just put pressure on you. You know, but it's going to be a good fight, man. I'll probably do a few more videos on this fight. Fight nights got a few days here, man. So just thinking about this fight. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm out.